working and making progress in language learning will probably not work. And I'm telling you this because I had to work for 10 hours daily the past few weeks, right? And because of this, I basically was not able to make progress at all in my language learning. I'm going to tell you, like that's just the truth. I was not able to make freaking progress. Like 9 to 5, a 9 to 5 fucking like sucks. Honestly, I'm going to be honest with you. But yeah, if you know who I am, I'm Ivan. I'm a Spanish native who has learned English in 4 years, more or less. In 2 years, I became also conversational fluent in Japanese. And yeah, I built a good body also because of learning languages. That's basically who I am right now. And the first point that we're going to be talking about is I couldn't study, I could just maintain. And so for the first hours of the day, okay, I had to prepare. I had to be with the mindset of like I'm going to work like 10 hours, fucking 10 hours daily. I mean, I am kind of lucky in the sense that I was working, but like I could work first online, and also the work that I was doing could make me like I could do passive listening with it, and I could take some breaks because I mean it's online, like you're doing your thing, right? And so because of this, I mean I could do passive listening, which helped me maintain the language. But like still, when I finished working, you could say, okay, you have like 4 hours free, you have like 5 hours free. Okay, like I go to the gym, and now like I have only like 1 hour, 2 hours free. Are you going to study like for those 2 hours remaining on your day? I don't know, vocabulary. Of course, it's not going to happen. You're going to literally just do something that actually helps you to like not get fucking crazy, right? And so something that I did in those last 2 hours of the day was literally uh, fucking watch videos in YouTube, literally. Watch videos in YouTube, and for the last 30 minutes of the day, I just prepared to basically sleep and go next. And so it's fucking bullshit. Yeah, I know. But like, if you have to work 10 hours, if you have to work 2 hours, and you go to the gym, you try to learn languages, it will probably not work. You probably just can maintain, and that's it. Let's be honest. Because 2 hours, 3 hours to actually make real progress in language is not enough. I'm telling you. Like I've been like studying Japanese for like 2 years, and more or less I've been doing for the first 18 months. Yeah, for the first 18 to 20 months, I did like 6 to 10 hours of immersion daily, and like when I did right now, I don't really need to do more than 2 to 3 hours to actually get um, to actually understand things and to actually like get the same progress. But like you have to understand something in language learning, which is the more understanding you have of the language, the more you need to do. And so literally there's going to be a point in which yeah, you can do like those 2 hours, those 2 hours, even if you're working because it feels pleasurable. But if it feels pleasurable, it means that you will not get that much progress. And so that's why you have to kind of like change your mindset in there and you say, okay, I'm just going to maintain this shit if I have to work. That it is just how it works, right? Now, if you're starting in a language and you make those 2 hours really, I'm telling you, like really efficient, like the only 2 hours that you have in the day, really efficient. Yeah, you can make some progress. Yeah, you can. But like it's fucking hard, I'm telling you. So after I went through that, I realized like the importance of those 2 to 3 hours, right? And so make sure that the first 30 minutes that you have, the first hour that you have, the first 2 hours that you have are literally the most efficient hours of your fucking life, right? And so in my case, the most efficient activity that I could do was speak in Japanese, right? And so if that is the most efficient hour, and if that is the most efficient thing, then let's make sure that I talk in fucking Japanese if I want to make some progress. But you have so you have really bad mental energy, right? The mental energy that I have, my brain points were really low. And so because of this reason, I couldn't really do that much. But still, I did like 40 minutes of speaking, 50 minutes of speaking. And at least by doing that, I make sure that I get progress and I can like review the things that I studied in that speaking session whenever I do passive listening, whenever I watch the videos in YouTube, right? And so make sure that those 30 minutes, 50 minutes, 60 minutes are really efficient. And also, there's a couple of activities here that I basically prepared for you, so you can actually like do those 30, make sure that those 30 minutes are really efficient. So the first one is vocab, is study vocab, but like vocab from the videos that you watch, and ask Gemini to give you that vocab. Gemini, ChatGPT, whatever AI that you have. So the thing that I did was I went to, so the anime that I watch, the videos that I watch, I get the subtitles, the transcription from that video, right? And so after I did that, the thing that I did was basically put those subtitles, that transcription in ChatGPT, in Gemini, and, and basically I just asked Gemini to give me 100 pieces of vocab of that, give me the translation of the word isolated, make an example sentence using the word that is not more than 6 words, right? Make an example sentence and give me also the translation of the example sentence. And so it's going to be like a PDF of like 4 columns, right? And so also you probably can ask ChatGPT or Gemini to give you like like give you like the thing in a table format, so it has like the rows and the columns, right? And you study that vocabulary from that PDF alone, those 30 to 50 minutes of your first day, like the first 50 minutes of your day, just study that. Also, you can grab all of the example sentences, right, on that thing and create an audio of that shit. And when you create that audio, basically what you will do is listen to that audio while you watch the translations of each sentence, right? And that's probably one of the most like efficient things that you can do first thing on your day. Also make sure that yeah, you grab vocabulary from content that you actually like, from content that you actually um, feel interested towards, because that's probably the vocab that you're going to be using on a daily basis. Now, something that you can do if you don't want to do this, but also something that is really efficient is um, you probably do Anki, you probably see some type of vocab already if you are not doing the thing that I told you. And what you're going to do is grab that vocab, make sure that you have that vocab that you studied that day in some type of list, and you're going to grab that vocab, put it also again on the AI, and you're going to ask AI to make a story using that vocab, right? And so when you do this, you basically review the vocab that you studied yesterday, right? You review the vocab that you studied yesterday, and you're going to also review the vocab that you study on a daily basis, basically. And so that's something that you can do that is really efficient too. And the last thing that you can do is speaking and reading. Of course, reading is probably the most efficient type of input that you can do. But I'm going to tell you something which is like, if you are going to read, make sure that at least you have good listening. Don't read if you have less than 95% comprehension, 98% comprehension in Japanese, in English, or whatever language that you're studying. You don't read. I won't say like if you want to be efficient and you have very little time, like very small amounts of time, make sure that you don't read when if you don't have like less than 98% comprehension, 95% comprehension, because it's not going to be efficient at all, and it's just going to be painful. And if you're working, you don't want it to be painful. You want it to literally feel pleasurable, right? And also, speaking, of course, if you are in your phase of outputting, make sure that at least those 30 minutes of your day, those 15 minutes of your day, you speak. And it doesn't matter if you don't have a partner, you can speak by yourself. And basically, what I do is that I grab a topic that I want to be fluent at, and I talk to myself about that topic. It's like I basically like it's like I'm trying to record a video in basically the topic that I want to talk about. It's like I'm trying to record a video, and whenever I see a phrase that I can't say, but like I know what I want to say, I just say okay, like I'm going to put that sentence in English in the translator, and after that I'm going to get the translation to Japanese, and that Japanese sentence I'm going to repeat it over and over until it gets into my fucking brain, and that's how I practice speaking. That's it. And so yeah, that's it for the video. Be sure to subscribe, leave a like, all of those things if you want more people to know about this. And yeah, bye.